And I hate to say I've lost my expert because...
I have much pleasure in officially declaring the 79th renewal of the Intersecondary Championship Sports open. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bridge. And now we'll be having the officials and the teams retreating, the balloons going up. And so the teams and the officials will be retreating.
Once again, the starter is on his roster. He has asked for them to be in the blocks. Cameron of St. Jago, Marshall of Calabar, Baker of Calabar, Daly of Monroe, Fenton of Wolmers, Lindo of Monroe, Anderson of Cornwall, and Buller of Wolmers. They're into the blocks. Starter looking them over, hand in the air. And they're off and running. The Class 3 100 meters, and already out in front, it looks to be Monroe's Dwayne Daly. But Wolmers' Wayne Fenton is stealing the march. He's ahead. Wolmers' Wayne Fenton wins it. Second position going to Monroe's Dwayne Daly, and third position going to Fabian Lindo of Monroe as well. It's Watson of Calabar, Butler of Wolmers, Fenton of Wolmers, winner of the 100 meters, Buchanan of Camperdown, Barker of JC, Watson of St. George's, Bennett of JC, and Barrett of St. Elizabeth. They're into the set position, off and running. It's a clean break, and already out in the lead, it looks to be Camperdown's Leotis Buchanan, but running well to his JC's Richard Barker. But as we look at St. George's, is Maria Watson, who is doing well. But who's going to win it is Wayne Fenton of Wolmers. So Wayne Fenton of Wolmers takes it. Second position going to JC's Richard Barker, and any number can play for third position. In lane 1 is Fabian Lindo of Monroe. Lane 2 is Henry Clark of William Knibb. Lane 3 is Glendon England of Calabar High School. Lane 4 is the man Wayne Fenton of Wolmers, 23.10. Lane 5 is Gladstone Cameron of St. Jago, 23.43. And lane 6 is Dwayne Daly of Monroe, 23.5. In lane 7 is Albert Barker of Calabar High School, 24. And in lane 8 is Christopher Butler of Wolmers, 23.72. They're into the blocks now. The starter on his rostrum. Hand is in the air. Into the set position they are. Off and running, and it's an even break, and making up some good ground right away is Wayne Fenton of Wolmers. He's making up the ground on England of Calabar as they come to the top turn. It's Fenton from Calabar, Fenton from Wolmers, England of Calabar with just about 100 meters to go. It is Wayne Fenton of Wolmers who's doing most of the running. Coming into the picture now, it looks to be the runner from Wolmers. It is Wolmers' Wayne Fenton who wins that with a stirring run. He has now taken 3 gold medals here at Boys Championship. Second position going to Monroe's Dwayne Daly, and third position could be between any 4 runners. So the Class 3 4x100 is about to get on the way. In lane 1 is Excelsior, lane 2 is Camperdown, lane 3 is Wolmers, lane 4 is Stets, lane 5 is KC, lane 6 is William Knibb, lane 7 Monroe, lane 8 Calabar High School. They're up and running, and it's an even break. And as they come now for the first changeover, it's even Steven all the way, except that Stets seem to be making up the best ground so far. It is St. Elizabeth that makes the changeover first. Along the back stretch, Calabar is making up some good running. Kingston College is also doing well in lane 5. They come to the penultimate changeover. KC also making it, but so too is Calabar with a good run. On the inside, it looks to be Camperdown that's running well. As they come down to the final changeover, who will make it first? It's Calabar from KC. Calabar, KC, Camperdown. It's Calabar on the outside that's doing most of the running. It will be Calabar. Calabar on the outside. It's going to be Calabar from KC. And here comes the runner from Wolmers. But Calabar takes that. Second position going to Monroe College, and third position to Wolmers. And Wolmers, we saw Wayne Fenton coming with a magnificent run.
Tell us about it. I mean, now that you have captured 3 events, 100, 200, and of course the 100 hurdles as well. I mean, now that that is behind you, when you look back at your performance, how do you feel?
And now class 1,
I was looking for Christopher Butler to win the hurdle, the good athlete, and the 2. But I know that I would win the 100. I was supposed to get suffered a lot in the 1-2 hurdles. In 6, so I have to run everything and try to make it up back the Fenton of Wolmers.
Lane 1, Evans of Camperdown. Lane 2, Melbourne of William Knibb. Lane 3, England of Calabar, and that's Glendon England, younger brother of Daniel England. Lane 4, Gregory Blake of St. Elizabeth. Lane 5, Ralston Lyons of Calabar. Lane 6 is Clark of JC. Lane 7, Milton Plummer. Lane 8 is Nigel Anderson of William Knibb. As they come to the 300-meter mark, it looks to be Glendon England of Calabar that's doing a fair bit of running, but running well too is Gregory Blake of St. Elizabeth. As they come to the 200-meter mark, it is those two. It is Blake from England of Calabar, whilst running into the picture as well is William Knibb's Jermaine Melbourne. Just about 110 meters to go. It is Gregory Blake of St. Elizabeth, followed by Glendon England of Calabar, followed also by Calabar's Ralston Lyons. But coming into the picture now is Glendon England, trying to fight his way past Gregory Blake, but Blake is too strong for him. A stirring run by Gregory Blake of St. Elizabeth in taking the Class 3 400. Second position going to it looks to be Glendon England of Calabar, and third place to Ralston Lyons, also of Calabar. The starter now just setting them in the staggered position for the 800 meters. Just to tell you that the Class 3 800 meters record was done by Escoffrey Thomas of Monroe, 2:04.29, and this was done last year. So the starter has sent them on their way. In lane 1 is Marvis Watts of St. George's. Lane 2 is Kirk Eubank of Kingston Technical. Lane 3 is Gregory Blake of Stets. Lane 4 is Edward Clark of JC. Lane 5 is Floyd Green of Herbert Morrison. Lane 6 is Marlon McPherson of JC. Lane 7 is Miguel Anderson of William Knibb. Lane 8 is Galen Gunther of Stets. And as they got to the 300-meter mark, which was just about 100 yards, they are then allowed to cut inside and run as they are leading the pack, so to speak. Already we see out in front, it looks to be Miguel Anderson of William Knibb. That's out in front. I'm not too sure. It looks to be Floyd Green, really, of Herbert Morrison, who has taken the lead.
Herbert Morrison.
Floyd Green of Herbert Morrison. He has taken the lead, so he decides that he wants it. So there the gun goes for the final lap. Making his move now is Gregory Blake of St. Elizabeth, but still leading the pack is Floyd Green of Herbert Morrison. He holds about a 7-yard lead over the rest of the pack. Floyd Green is there. Stets is Gregory Blake is there. So too is Galen Gunther of Stets, who is running alongside his teammates. But we'll see what happens. Moving into the picture now, the two runners from JC, Edward Clark. He's moving into that picture. As they come now to the 200-meter mark, we see Floyd Green of Herbert Morrison fading to third position. As we see Gregory Blake then making his move. Just about 150 meters to go. It's Gregory Blake and Galen Gunther of Stets. Gregory Blake, he seems to be fading. As coming back now is Floyd Green. He seemed to have been playing possum. But a steering run coming on the inside. We'll see what happens there. But it looks to be Gregory Blake of Stets. Gregory Blake of Stets comes through to take it. There goes Dane Edwards is in the middle of the field. He's pumping. Gale of Casey is also there. But it's going to be Dane Edwards of St. Jago. Second position going to Jazeel Gale of Kingston College. With third position could be Andrew Sinclair of St. Jago. But a good run by Dane Edwards of St. Jago.